Minister Donald Tusk has announced that under current circumstances, Poland will not join the Board of Peace. Earlier, Poland's Foreign Minister Radosław Sikorski raised concerns over the initiative, questioning why Polish taxpayers should fund Gaza's reconstruction when Poland did not contribute to its destruction. He also expressed doubts over the board's legal framework and its future after US President Donald Trump leaves office. President of European Commission Ursula von der Leyen stated that the EU must tear down the economic barriers preventing it from becoming a true global giant. Ahead of leaders' talks on making the 27-nation bloc more competitive, von der Leyen emphasised the need for EU companies to secure capital urgently. She urged lawmakers to take decisive action, stating that it should be done within the year. Ursula also outlined key steps to close the gap with China and the United States, describing the current system as fragmentation on steroids. She stressed the importance of making progress to eliminate these barriers and boost the EU's global standing. Let's listen in.
And thank you for your support, because my plan A is to move by 27. But if this is not possible, the treaty allows for enhanced cooperation. And we have to make progress, one way or the other, to tear down the barriers that prevent us from being a true global giant.
We are now being joined by Ambassador Mahesh Sachdev joining us back here. Thank you so much for joining us back here. Can the EU realistically become a global giant, or are internal divisions holding it back?
I think both parts of your question are correct. EU has the potential, it has the GDP, it has population commensurate with that of the United States. In fact, it's 50% more populous than the United States, and has 27 countries straddling across much of Western and Central Europe. What is holding it back is partly the structural issues, partly the thematic issues. Structurally, European Commission is quite bureaucratic and has difficulty in assembling a consensus of 27 countries for major economic initiatives. Relevant also to note here that structurally Europe is not wholesome. Some in the north of the European continent are industrialized and post-industrialized countries such as Germany, Netherlands, Sweden, Finland, and so on. But some others, particularly towards the Mediterranean, Spain, Portugal, Central Europe and Eastern Europe countries that have recently joined European Union, are still in the second world situation with the reliance on brick and mortar economy and labor prone economy, like textiles, leather, steel, and machine making, etc., etc. So putting all of them together in the same direction is problematic. Thematically, also, common agricultural policy is ruinous for European Union. By some estimates, around 40% of European Commission's budget goes into subsidizing farmers, which is a huge drag on economy, which requires renewal of infrastructure, better links, etc. Then again, movement of goods, services, and people within European Union is not seamless, and this can create its own problems. Thirdly, I think not enough is being done to spur the new economy and uh, encourage innovative skills. Artificial intelligence, biotechnology, and so on are not the forte of European Union. Even electrical vehicles, it is second best to China. So all put together makes European Union a bit difficult and bulky ship to steer. Add to it is self-inflicted wounds such as uh, tax on carbon emissions, on steel, and so on, uh,
Okay.
hobbles European Union
Mm.
market for imported goods. If it has to import steel, and the steel it becomes expensive because of carbon taxing. Uh, how is it going to
Yeah.
manufacture goods from that steel? So
Yeah.
it becomes non-competitive. And there are many such instances, labor standards and various taggings
Hmm.
and so on, preferences for French and Italian wines and
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
All these things
Sorry
drag
to
European
interrupt.
economy.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Ambassador Mashev. We're running out of time, but it's been a pleasure speaking to you. US Attorney General Pam Bondi will testify before the House Judiciary Committee on Wednesday, facing scrutiny over the Justice Department's handling of Jeffrey Epstein's files. Despite the release, critics claim the department